Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about how to find the mean, median, mode, and range for a data set. So the first thing I need to do when I have a data set that I need to find these tendencies for is I need to put this data set in order. So from least to greatest. So if I order this data set, it's 15, 29, 30, 30, 41, 42, 45, 76, and 79. Now, the first measure I have to find is the mean. So the mean is the average of the data. So in order to find that, I need to add all of my numbers together. So when I add all of these numbers together, I get 387. Then what I need to do is divide that number, that 387, by the number of numbers I have here. So the number of data points. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So then in my calculator, I put 387 divided by 9, and I get a mean or an average of 43. My median is my middle number in my data set. If my data set has an odd amount of numbers, it's easy to find. So I just work my way in till I get to the middle. So there, 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 there. So 41 is my middle number. I have 4 numbers on this side and 4 numbers on this side. So in this case, my median is 41. My mode is my number that occurs most. That's how I remember it, mode and most. I can sometimes have no mode, or I can have multiple modes in a set of data. And in this set of data, I see that the number 30 happens twice and none of the other numbers repeat. So my mode here is 30. And then my range is my largest number, my maximum, which is 79, minus my minimum number, my smallest, which is 15. So when I subtract those, I get a range of 64. So now let's look at some data that's an even amount of numbers. So I'm going to skip down here. So this one has an even amount of numbers. So again, the first step I'm always going to take is to order my data. So 26, 44, 47, 48, 54, and 87. So the first thing I need to do is find the mean. So I will add all of those numbers together. And when I add them together, I get 306. And there are 6 data points. So when I divide those, I get 51. My median then, if I count in, I actually have 2 numbers in the middle. I don't have a single number in the middle. So what I have to do when I have 2 numbers in the middle, if they're the same 2 numbers, like if this was 47 and 47, my median would just be 47. However, they're 2 different numbers. So I have to figure out what comes in the middle of those. So what I can do for any 2 numbers that appear here is I can add them together. So if I add 47 and 48 together, I get 95. And then I divide that number by 2. That's going to give me the number that would come right in the middle of these 2 numbers. And so if I plug that into my calculator, I get 47.5, which makes sense because 47 and a half would come between 47 and 48. So that's my median. My mode is, of course, what happens most. Well, if you look at this data set, you see that no numbers repeat here. There's nothing repeating. So my mode here would just be none. There isn't a mode. And my range, again, would be my largest number minus my smallest number. So when I subtract those, I get a range of 61. So pause the video and try question number 5. And then come back and I'll go through it. So I put my numbers in order. I add them up and I get 372 divided by 6, which gives me a mean of 62. For my median, I have to find the middle between these, so I will add them. which is 139, divided by 2, which gives me 69.5. So that's my median. My mode, none of the numbers repeat, so that's none. And for the range, you should have had 84 minus 12, which is 72. And that is how you find mean, median, mode, and range for a data set.